Hi folks, this is Peter Williams with the AAS, and I'm here to show you some cool new features that we've got for creating interactive figures in your iPosters for AAS 239. So I'm going to start by showing you sort of what the end result is. So here's a video of the iPoster editor, and I'm going to preview the poster. And this little demo includes an interactive figure right here in the front and center. So what we see is the fat mosaic of Andromeda. And this isn't just a static image, it's an interactive map that I can zoom all the way in on. This version is a little bit small, but if I click on the edge there, I can get a bigger version. And if I click full screen, I can get an even bigger version. You can see the data filling in. This is a 25 gigabyte data set that we can explore on the fly. And besides being able to do things like pan and zoom, I can click over here and say, blink the image on and off, or change the color map, or do change the stretch and the cutoff, say if I want to explore low scale features, like we've got some underlying structure in the data here. So this is a fun new capability, lets you include your fits data right in the poster. If you're giving an iPoster Plus presentation, you can navigate with them interactively, or people can just see your data set in a way that's a lot more useful than a simple static image. So how do we get this? This is created using some new capability that we've created with the iPosters folks and AAS WorldWide Telescope to create the interactive figures. So to learn how to create this, we recommend that you start off by exploring a little bit about what WorldWide Telescope can do on the web. And the easiest way to do that is with our online tutorials that are run in the cloud. So if I just open up a new tab here and go to bit.ly/PyWWT notebooks, we'll include that link in a caption. Open that up. This opens up a cloud-powered notebook running WorldWide Telescope where you don't have to install anything yourself. You can just play with it in the browser. Sometimes it takes a minute or two to start up. So I've got one over here, which is already preloaded. This is what you get when it starts up. And we've got a bunch of tutorials right here that will show you some of the things that you can do with WorldWide Telescope. You can not only add images, you can overlay data tables, create 3D views, all sorts of fun things. So to actually upload an image, which we think is probably the most fun thing you can do, you do have to solve this problem of getting the data online so that other people can view them in the web browser. And right now, the easiest way for that to happen is just to send us your data. So if you're interested in creating one of these images after you've played around a little bit, email wwt@aas.org, AAS.org, and we'll work with you and get your data online. And the way it will eventually work is we'll do some data processing, which you can do yourself, but it's just it's going to be easier just to have us do it unless you're really interested in delving into the details. And we'll send you some Python code to cut and paste. So once we do that, you can go over to this launcher tab in this demo. You don't even have to install anything yourself still. You can start up WorldWide Telescope, which opens our viewer here. We can go back to the launcher and create a new notebook. And what I like to do is drag this tab down to the bottom here. We get a nice split screen view, and the shape of the WWT view here is about the same as the shape as you will get in the iPoster. So the Python code that we might send you to copy paste will look something like this. So I'll just run this, and this will set up the WorldWide Telescope app, and it will load up some data. And this is, we'll upload your data after doing the data processing so that they're available. Then I go to the top right of the WWT view here. I can add imagery. In this case, we've got a sample data set from Hyper Supreme Cam. And once you've done this, your imagery is here, and you can customize the view however you want. So that's where the tutorials and this demo come in. So what I might do here, from knowing what the options are, is I might change the background to pan stars. I might click here and change the color map, maybe add a logarithmic stretch, and maybe change the cutoff a little bit. And let's see if we zoom in and see if we find any fun looking galaxies around here. This looks like it could be something. All right, so we'll set up this view. So once you've set up whatever you want, which you can do either with the interface or with Python code, again, check out all the demos. We'll go over to this menu again. We'll click Create Link to Current View, and then click on the little icon to copy the URL to this view. And that's the key thing that we need to go into iPosters. So just to do a quick test, I'll create another tab, and I'll paste this URL in. That will load up, and it will reproduce exactly the view that I had in that quick demo. So now if I go back to my iPoster, when I'm editing the poster, the key thing is to create this iframe item. So what I'll do here is I'll delete it, and you do that with this little icon, which is a little code icon checkbox. It has a tooltip that says iframe. Click it. And here I need to paste in that URL that I just copied out of WorldWide Telescope. And you'll see below here they have some information about other things that you can use. You don't have to use WorldWide Telescope. You can use a plot made with Plotly or Sketchfab or all sorts of other things. And you can include them all in your posters and get the same interactive effect. So I'll click OK. Here's the shape of the iframe that we have now. So when I'm in the editor, I just see this red button. But when I go press the preview button, we'll process it all up, and we'll get this view that I had here. So once again, this is interactive. It's got all the data that I had right here, and I can either zoom in and play around or do other things. Like one thing that I'll show off right here is, let's make this nice and big. I'll overlay the Gaia DR2 catalog. We'll usually take it a minute to load in all the data because it uses a sort of progressive, the same way that the FITS data are coming in, that guide data come in the same fashion. Let's change that to circle. And suddenly we can see all the Gaia sources in this field too. You can even click on them and pull up some information. So that's what it is. So the key thing is to play around and see what you can do. Go to that bit.ly PyWWT notebooks link. We'll paste that again. And then if you want to add an image, why don't you email us at wwt@aas.org. We'll get your data onto the cloud and send you the little bit of Python code that will make it so you can get this going. I hope you're as excited about this as we are. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and hopefully help you share your science in a new, exciting way. Thanks a lot.